Severe weather is expected both tomorrow and Monday, with multiple rounds of severe weather expected. Beginning Sunday evening into the overnight hours, a complex of thunderstorms is expected to develop in the Dakotas that we will talk about and push southeast into Minnesota and maybe into Iowa depending how it evolves. For Monday afternoon and evening, more severe weather is expected for portions of Minnesota, Iowa, Wisconsin, and into Illinois. In this video, we're going to dive deep into feature radar, some of the ingredients that are in place for these weather, just dive into all of the aspects and details for severe weather both tomorrow and Monday, and at the end, talk more about chasing as I plan to chase on Monday. First, taking a look at this model, the HRR model for Sunday mid-afternoon time frame, we will begin to see supercells develop by mid-afternoon into North Dakota, and they will grow upscale and organize into a complex as we move into Sunday evening and into Monday morning. This is by Monday at 6 a.m. You can see the complex now pushes into Iowa. According to this model at this time now, model guidance will struggle on showing the placement of the complex. I always say this at this time of the year. Models always struggle to show the position of the complex of thunderstorms and how it will evolve. It tends to be a different placement than what models show at this time, so I wouldn't be surprised if this shifts around quite a bit over the next 24 hours. And it usually can be more intense than what model guidance shows at this time too. A bit more organized, so I'd not be surprised if this looks a lot stronger as we move into tomorrow's video for Iowa or wherever it sets up at this time. Either way, a swath of damaging wind gusts, maybe intense damaging wind gusts of 74 plus miles an hour, are possible in this line for hundreds of miles. Who knows if it will reach derecho criteria? It's possible, but there is some uncertainties if that will be met or not. And even if it's not, it don't really matter if it does or not. It's going to produce damaging winds and damage to some areas. Taking a look at Monday, as Monday is a bit more complex because it's more of a robust severe weather event is expected Monday. So a complex of thunderstorms Monday morning will probably be around portions of Minnesota, Wisconsin, maybe down into Iowa. This model does have it diving south into Iowa as well. But this model also has a complex for the north to begin with. So it has more of a southward moving complex, which makes sense. But it has this complex tomorrow night moving more into Minnesota instead of further south into Iowa. So that's what I'm saying. The model disagreement, they struggle on showing where the complex will go. As we move to Monday afternoon, though, or late morning, whatever time it will be, this complex will clear out, and the atmosphere will become unstable for severe weather in the afternoon hours. As we get to about early afternoon time frame, we should start seeing development taking place by 1, 2, 3 p.m. Likely near the I-90 corridor. The model guidance does agree on the placement of where storms develop Monday afternoon. It appears to be near the I-90 corridor, near the triple point, the warm front, and the cold front that we will talk about later on as well. As storms develop, they will then move southeast into Iowa and southern Wisconsin, where they have the greater chance to produce tornadoes and swaths of damaging wind gusts. Initial development could be semi-discrete supercells along the warm front, where that sits up. Maybe it will be northeast Iowa into southeast Minnesota and into southwest Wisconsin. That area where the greatest chance to produce tornadoes, but again, it depends where the warm front sets up. The warm front sets up further south, a greater chance for tornadoes will exist into like Des Moines, Cedar Rapids areas. Well, Cedar Rapids in general already, but like Des Moines areas. For the north, it will be more of a Wisconsin threat for tornadoes. But either way, as we move to the evening hours, they will grow upscale into a complex that will then dive southeast south, producing swaths at damaging wind gusts as well. This is by Monday evening at 7 p.m. This will change a little bit as well. We could have some discrete activity for the north still. Maybe a chance to produce tornadoes as well, at least severe weather. But the greatest chance for severe weather appears to be into southern Wisconsin, southeast Minnesota, and portions of Iowa. As this warm front begins to push north Monday morning, we'll start seeing a big increase in dew points, a big increase in moisture in the low levels of the atmosphere. As we move into Monday afternoon time frame, you see dew points will be in the upper 70s, close to 80 dew points, which means it's going to be very humid outside Monday afternoon. This will help lead to a lot more storm fuel in the atmosphere as long as there will be sunny skies at times Monday, and there will be as that morning complex moves out. So very high dew points will be in place Monday to noon. That's one main ingredient for us weather. We usually don't lack that in July to begin with, but and you can see the warm front kind of situated, down into this direction as you can see by the mouse into Chicago area up into Wisconsin into further north into St. Paul area, maybe a little bit north of there. And then the cold front will be behind that further south for the northwest. You can see the cold front sweeping in. But yeah, any storms that develop ahead of this cold front along the warm front will probably produce tornadoes as well. Now taking a look at storm fuel, which is CAPE, that will be in place for Monday time frame. Taking a look at Monday afternoon, we're going to see very high CAPE values will be in place into portions of Minnesota, Iowa, and into Wisconsin. And pretty open warm sector, I would say too. It gets pinched off a little bit as we go closer to the lake, but storms will arrive this warm front into the open warm sector as well. And then the cold front, we will get cold front supercells or severe thunderstorms as well. So very high CAPE values will be in place Monday afternoon. Especially where storms will first initiate. So this is where the greatest chance for intense severe will be the portions of Iowa, Minnesota, and Wisconsin. As we move to the evening hours, we will still have moderate, so we will still have a very unstable atmosphere in place Monday afternoon and Monday evening time frame. So this complex will likely thrive into the overnight hours into Iowa, maybe into northern Illinois, with damaging wind gusts and isolated tornadoes possible. So very unstable atmosphere will be in place Monday afternoon and evening time frame. Taking a look at the parameters for tornadoes that will be placed, the brighter the colors, the greater the atmosphere will be more favorable for tornadoes to take place. Now, when it shows pink in the Mission City area, it does not mean there will be a tornado at exactly 1 p.m. in Mission City. This shows the atmosphere is favorable for tornadoes, but you need thunderstorms to push into this atmosphere, into these conditions. That will take place by mid-afternoon Monday into the evening hours. As you see these bright colors continue to stay along the warm front, and these storms will push into this environment. This is where the greatest chances for tornadoes will be. Appears to be in this circled area I'm circling with the mouse. It appears that is where the greatest chance for tornadoes will exist in any at least semi-discrete supercells, but even in clusters or complexes of thunderstorms, there will be a good chance for tornadoes as well. And also, obviously, a chance for large hail to very large hail. Now, this will change, but this is a look at the updraft tracks as we get to Monday evening time frame for the thunderstorms. As we see by Monday, let's look at this instead. So it shows by 1 hour time, you can see there are quite a few rotation tracks as you move to southern Wisconsin and into Iowa. Now this can account for large hail as well, but in this situation it's more of a tornado. I get a threat with damaging winds. So there's definitely several thunderstorms that will have a chance to produce tornadoes. Now this will change, and this does not mean that exact thunderstorm will produce a tornado into Iowa and Minnesota, Wisconsin, but it does at least show a chance for rotation in the thunderstorms or large hail as well. But again, the large hail threat is a little bit lower, so this will mostly be showing the rotational tracks in any other supercells. And you can see it is focused over the area I've talked about, down into Iowa, into southern Wisconsin. And potentially, if we can get a supercell going along the cold front further north into Wisconsin, we can see a tornado too as well. So the tornado threat will be pretty expansive through multiple states, but a focused area of enhanced, I guess you can say, tornado potential will be into Iowa and down to southern Wisconsin. Wind shear is another big component for us, rather, and as we look at by Monday afternoon and evening time frame, there will be a lot of wind shear in place, a lot of directional shear will be in place Monday evening. So this will allow, again, for an organized threat of severe weather, but also will increase the chances for tornadoes. And as you can see, the greater directional shear will be placed near this warm front, and that is with the overlap of the high dew points and heat values, and that is why them parameters that I showed, them tornado parameters that I showed earlier in the video, are maximized over this area and this area of the warm front, as that's where the greatest winds will be. Now this is winds, lofts or so. So as this complex organizes, it will push all these strong winds down to the surface, producing downdraft damaging winds. I do plan to chase on Monday. I'm likely gonna hug around the warm front area into southeast Minnesota and into portions of Iowa and Wisconsin as well, where the greatest chances for tornadoes will be. They might shift around a little bit, but I hope to stay away from the river, as that, there's a lot more hills and stuff, but I hope to stay into Iowa. It might be more of a local chase on Monday for the greatest chance for tornadoes into Monday afternoon in the evening time frame. But I think that will be it for this one. And tomorrow's video, we will talk again about the weather for Sunday evening, and again Monday we will have more details and updated details, and I might even do a live video here on YouTube tomorrow as well.